Welcome to part 2, where we will begin to sculpt the face. Add darker shapes, shadows, to create depth and form into these light, flat shapes we created in part 1. When I paint with watercolor, I always follow the same steps when I paint a face. In part 1, I set these light, flat shapes of a face as a fundament. And then I added some red cheeks, pink cheeks, because that's also the fundament, the background of a face. I like to indicate where the eyebrows, and if a face is dark enough in the shadow, I paint eye sockets, but this time it's going to be a face which is really in the light, so I indicate the eyelids, not the eye sockets. When you put your palms into your eyes, you can feel that something goes inside, and that is the eye socket. I'm going to paint, and at minute 8 I will talk again. Okay, this woman has too much tension in her face, and I'm going to lift her eyebrow. This line here is too sharp, and I'm going to soften it. I have just a bit of water on my brush, and I will rub it on this line here. And then I clean my brush again. Just a bit of water, clear water, no pigments on it. That's why I clean it in between, like that. Just a bit. And maybe just a bit of red, like that. Okay, and now I pull it. Okay, this can dry now. This is level 3 of 5. And I'm going to bring these to level 3 as well, but I want to add some details here on her dress before I move on to the other faces. So I want a pink flower right here. Wait, where should the flower be? Here, a pink flower, like that. I think it could be even brighter. Let's add a bit more. No, I need a strong pink. 1 second. So these are my gouache paints. They are also listed in the tutorial sheet. I also have this watercolor set. I used it for Creation Pack 2, and I'm going to take this pink tone. Just a bit of water on my brush so I get more pigments, like that. And I'm going to mix it with alizarin crimson. So here's the pink, and I take a bit of alizarin crimson and I add it to get more warmth. And now I add it here to the bottom. It's not bright enough. Maybe the other red. Oh, I think that. I need a bit of yellow, lemon yellow. Okay, wait. Let me show you. We take this red here, a bit of pink here, and yellow here. Okay, more pink. Ooh, I like it. That's a good one. Okay. It's okay. I have to look for new colors. Maybe also here with flower. Oh, I think that needs to be way darker. I'm adding more alizarin red, like that. Okay, maybe here 1, 2. Okay, it's not working how I want to. I'll just leave it and come back later. Okay, actually I tried something. I just removed the paint like that. Just water on my brush again, and it looks way better. It was too opaque before. No, this doesn't look good. I know I said I'm going to move on to the faces. I just want to get this done as well. Just a bit more depth I have to be careful to not make it darker than the hair, or as dark as the hair of these women. Yeah. Like that. I also want to use this blue tone on her dress, maybe here. I need some, it has to glow somehow. Yeah. Okay, I have to get, I have to go to the grocery shop and get other tissues. This is so annoying and it destroys my painting. Oh. No. You see? Okay, be right back. Hey guys, I'm back with these tissues. It's this one, you see? What is important, or what I look for, is that it says it's washing machine proofed. It does not rip with water, and that happens with the other tissues before. And even if it gets wet, nothing happens to it. You know, honestly, you could also use a towel. Maybe I will switch to that very soon as well. So this was my tissue before, and you can see, do you see what happens? Do you see these little, and that was on my watercolor painting, and that just destroys my painting. All my effort. Okay, we stopped at this blue area. Look how beautiful. This is so pretty. And that's the underpainting again. So I will paint it over later. So again, just a little bit of water, and then I just like slightly go over it like that. And this is loaded with pigments now. I like this. I want it to be a bit more blue here. Do you see? This is so much pigment. I think that's too much. But I want to show you how opaque you can paint. But that's too opaque. I cleaned my brush. And then I just spread it like that. I really like this blue. I think I will also apply it here. Where her chest is. That's so pretty. Wow. Wow. Oh, this excites me so much. Guys, we have to, like, I'm always so frugal. No, I don't know how to say that, but I try to not use that much and always prove that you don't need much to create a lot. Like that. Oh, wow. Wow, wow, wow. Okay, I'm in love. You see, this right now gives me so much, I don't know what it is in my brain, but happy feelings. And this morning I was like, I don't want to paint. I don't feel like painting because it does not look good. I always repeat it over and over. You have to do things that you don't want to do, and like, you have to train your willpower. I feel so addicted to this blue. We have to apply it here as well. It's so pretty. Also, if you want to know, this is how my napkin looks like. I will definitely go over this area one more time. I just want to create a layer underneath it. Also here. Okay, now let's move finally to these two figures. I use the pink, this pink here, to add more warmth. I'm adding orange here, so it's a kind of gradient, like it's flowing also in the colors and not just in the values. If you would turn this into black or white, it would have just one gray tone, the same gray tone, but we want to create also some interest in the color movement. So this is a bit pink, orange, yellow. Like that, you see? This is so much more interesting. I think I will add a bit of yellow here too. I'm going into the dark areas here, but the dark areas here will not have this type of value. They will not be this dark. So I'll take this red, a bit of brown. I just want to mix a dirty color like that. A bit of green and blue. I think this is the darkest color in this area. Let me think. Yeah, I think this is too gray. More red. Bit of green. Okay, this is better. Okay, now I want to focus on this woman. Okay, the next 10 minutes I am trying to somehow finish this painting. I will get more into the details of the face, get a bit darker with my values on the faces, but I will struggle. I'm not going to say that much in these last minutes again, but in part 3 I will introduce you to a technique that I always apply in my life. It's really simple, but super effective. I am always scared to paint both eyes because I fail painting the other eye. I always make a mistake and I kinda want to procrastinate this mistake, which is stupid. I need more courage when I paint, even more courage. While I'm making this voiceover and I see myself how I paint, I realized, okay Valerie, why don't you paint? Why are you not painting the other eye? Why are you procrastinating? Okay, you fear to fail, but just fail. I have to fail. I have to place the eye at some time and I am going to fail, so just do it now to move on faster. And being so fearful while painting is what makes this process so messy. Okay, you can see I lightly painted the right eye, but it could be darker. And instead of finishing that eye, I just jump over to something else. And this is a behavior I want to improve when I paint. Like straightforward, make a plan. What do you want to do? You have to finish this part now. Don't jump back and forth because nothing will be done. Right now, my process, the result that you see is so small. So I add a bit of shadow where her nose bridge is, because her face looked too flat.